Okay, I'm going to show you how to make a small Christmas spice cake. This is a really good size if you want to just do it as a little gift for someone. So this is a 4-inch cake tin I've got here. I'm just going to butter it. I've just got a lump of butter on the inside of some greaseproof paper. Just buttering that really thoroughly. It's not a loose bottom tin, this one, so you want to make sure that you get the butter all the way into the corner there so that it doesn't stick. Okay, that's done. Now I'm just going to mix my ingredients together. So I've just got 4 ounces of butter, which is soft because it's been left out, so room temperature. And I'm adding to that 4 ounces of sugar. It doesn't matter whether it's cast or granulated, both do the same thing. So I'm just creaming that together. You can see how quickly that comes together because the butter's already soft. Oh, I'll be needing a couple of eggs, won't I? Let's grab the eggs. Okay, so when you're using a wooden spoon, do make sure that you scrape the spoon down so that you get all the butter and sugar back into the bowl to mix in with the egg. Okay, so 1 egg, and we're going to mix it in 1 egg at a time, otherwise you'll be slipping and sliding around the bowl. So this is doing this as quickly as possible. Now, if you want to make more and you want to do a few as presents, it's quite easy to scale the recipe up. So then I've got another egg going in. So it's quite similar to a classic Victoria sponge recipe, this one. Classic Victoria sponge would be 4 ounces of butter, 4 ounces of sugar, 2 eggs and 4 ounces of self-raising flour. Now, because we're adding ground almonds to this, we're just adjusting the amount of self-raising flour we add. So here I've got 2 ounces of ground almonds, so I'm adding that in. And then I'm also going to add in 3 ounces of self-raising flour. So a bit less self-raising flour because the ground almonds will sort of be a slightly dry element. Although actually they're a lot moister than flour. Okay, so we've got our basic ingredients mixed together now. Then we're just going to add a dessert spoon of honey. Oh, whoa, slightly over dessert spoon. Let's just tip a little bit of that out because we don't want too much, and it's just gone slightly over my bowl. So I think that's about right. And then I've also got 2 teaspoons of mixed spice here. The mix I've done is half a teaspoon of allspice, half a teaspoon of ginger, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm just going to mix that, and then I'm just going to add a tablespoon of water. So that's a dessert spoon, so it's roughly 2 dessert spoons, a tablespoon. That's just going to loosen the mixture up a bit, and a bit more moisture. Okay, so that's super quick to mix together. And now we're just going to pour that into the tin. And in fact I'm going to get my old faithful child shooter, otherwise known as a spatula. So just get all the mixture off the spoon. Oh. You see that flinging cake batter? Okay, just get all the last little bits of the mixture in now. So this is the perfect amount, the 4 ounce mixture for a 6-inch cake tin. And then I'm just going to flatten it off. And then it's ready to pop in the oven, and it's going in at a temperature of 170 degrees. So I'm going to put that in the oven now. As we ran out of time yesterday, I'm going to carry on doing the Christmas spice cake now. So this is my cake. It's a 6-inch cake, and what I've done is I've got my cake board here, which is 8-inch square, and I've cut out a piece of greaseproof paper roughly the same size as the board, doesn't need to be exact as you can see, and inside I've drawn a line around where the cake tin sits, and then I've cut the hole about 1 centimetre inside the line because I don't want to risk there being any gap between the cake and the paper. So I want the paper to be totally hiding the cake board. This is just simply to protect the cake board from getting any icing on it. Okay, so now I'm going to mix up my icing.